Cordyceps in its wild state is one of the most expensive commodities and herbs going today. And it can sometimes fetch, upwards of $15,000 per kilo. Luckily today we're able to access strains which have been bred from the wild stuff and are then grown in a lab controlled condition and then yield a product which is actually more concentrated and more bioactive than the wild stuff. So in essence, we're able to get all of the magical beneficial properties of cordyceps at a fraction of the cost. Now, cordyceps has been most famous and been most brought to our attention due to a scandal that sort of took place in the early 1990s. Basically what happened is, in the early 90s, the China Olympic track team for women came on the scene and just really started dominating across the board, setting records and just winning races. And of course, everyone accused them of using drugs, using steroids, using all these things. But long story short, truth be told, they were actually consuming a specifically formulated Chinese herbal product which had cordyceps as the #1 ingredient. So from this we can see that cordyceps is obviously very beneficial for our physical prowess, for our athletic enhancement, as well as our metabolism and our breathing. And science has sort of validated this and shown this because it's shown that cordyceps can increase ATP production, which is adenosine triphosphate, as well as increasing our oxygen utilization, as well as increasing our respiratory capacity and power. All of these put together essentially equal more energy in a natural and sustainable way. On top of that, increases better metabolism, better digestion, more mental clarity, more concentration, more focus, better fat burning, as well as better detoxification and elimination of toxins from the body. Because what most people don't realize is that we eliminate a vast majority of our toxins through our breathing. So if we can enhance our respiratory power, we're actually going to detoxify our body much more effectively. On top of that, if we're breathing better, we're going to be able to feel more calm and more relaxed and more sort of nourished and soothed in our nervous system. Cordyceps is also used today as a potent adaptogen, a liver protector, liver detoxifier, as well as a sexual tonic and aphrodisiac, as well as an immune modulator and a longevity and rejuvenation herb. Cordyceps is really one of these herbs that does so many things, and for that reason it ranks as really one of the top tonic herbs available today. Now again, if you're not familiar with what an adaptogen is, basically it's a substance or an herb that can help us adapt to stress. It's something which can go in and modulate how our body actually responds to stress. It can modulate our hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal axis to then make sure that we handle stress more effectively and efficiently, and that it takes actually more stimulus for us to even stress out in the first place. Which is obviously a great tool and a great ally given the amount of stressors that we're exposed to on a regular, daily, consistent basis. Top of that, there's a lot of toxins circulating in our food supply, circulating in the air, circulating in our environment. So having something which can be not only helping us adapt to that, but also detoxify and protect our liver and also modulate our immune system is obviously a potent and powerful ally. On top of that, since cordyceps is classified as a kidney jing tonic, it can help out with our sexual function, our deep drive and creativity and willpower, and our sort of that spark that makes us want to get up and do something new or take on a new project or feel inspired and driven and creative, which in essence really ties into the longevity and rejuvenation factor. Because when we feel wiped out, we feel depleted, all of those emotional, psychological counterparts are usually sacrificed. So if we can then re-spark and rekindle that flame, obviously that's going to benefit and enhance our longevity and our rejuvenation anti-aging capabilities. So that's a little bit of an overview about what cordyceps can do and why it's really one of my favorite herbs of all time. If you want to learn more about this herb, definitely check the page below or check the link below.